Over the last several years, I've really enjoyed the board games I've played. I've realized that board gaming has become a hobby that I have truly appreciated and enjoyed. But one of my favorite parts of board gaming is having miniatures represent both myself and the foes that I go up against. Join me as I share with you my top 10 favorite board game miniatures. Batman the Animated Series Shadow of the Bat may not have the most detailed miniatures, however, they do represent every character from the animated series faithfully, and they look great on the table. Everything from the rogue gallery of Batman's villains to the heroes themselves look great and makes the game so much fun to play. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Change is Constant and City Fall also have miniatures that, although not the most detailed, do represent all the characters from both the comics and the show that I grew up loving to watch and read in the 80s. They look really great on the table and really does bring the turtles to life during game night. Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid may also not have the most detailed miniatures that I own. However, if you grew up watching the show and loving it as much as I did, you will find very quickly that it looks phenomenal on the table. It really does look great. I want to say, especially when it comes to the bosses and the monsters, they really do recreate the feeling of the Power Rangers show. Not only that, there's so much available for it. Pretty much any monster that you loved or enjoyed watching in the show is going to be represented in this game. There's just so much to own, and the good thing about it, you could get as much as you want, and either way, it's a great time. What makes Madara truly stand out are not so much the miniatures, because truth be told, they're not the most detailed. However, it comes down to the art, the design, and the poses that actually breathe life into every single character that this game introduces to the player. I really love the art style, especially when it comes to the bigger villains. Madara looks outstanding. I am so glad that a game like The Lord of the Rings Journey in Middle-earth exists. Just one look at these pictures before you, and you just could tell right away how much love was put into the making of these miniatures. From the heroes to all the orcs, monsters, and creatures that you're going to face in Middle-earth, everything looks beautiful. I just love it. Once again, it's a game that unfortunately they stopped making more expansions for it, but what's there is phenomenal, and I am so glad that I was able to get my hands on all of them. Journeys in Middle-earth is one beautiful looking game. Bard's Song Legend of the Ancient Forge was a game that, quite honestly, I wasn't expecting almost anything from, mainly because from what I had read and heard, it seemed like it kind of just was not so well received. However, I found it on a discount at my local shop, and I am so happy that I ended up picking it up. Not only is the game kind of fun in my opinion, but the miniatures are drop dead gorgeous. I love how they feel. They're thick, they feel heavy, and menacing when they're on the board. Descent Legends of the Dark is a game that I've mentioned quite a few times on this channel already, but I just have to really stress how beautiful these miniatures look. They are extremely detailed. I mean, down to the smallest detail, you could pretty much see every crevice of every figure, and it makes this game look great. Ghostbusters Cross Men in Black Ecto-Terrestrial Invasion is one of the most beautiful games I have. Sure, they're very cartoony, chibi styled characters, and they're not the most detailed, but they're meant to look like the cartoons and the comic books in which they're based off of. And I absolutely love the way they look. They put a smile to my face every time I bring it out to the table, and for some reason just elevates the experience so much more. Miniatures really do go a long way in making you enjoy a game, and this is proof. Now, when it comes to nostalgia, no game can do it better in my collection than Scooby-Doo the board game. The way they represent all the monsters that just made me have so much fun memories and good times when I was a kid are here and extremely well represented. Not only that, as you can see, all these miniatures are pre-painted. Even the cameos that show up if you end up getting the expansions look really great and absolutely make this game such a joy to play. To top it all off, the Scooby-Doo game looks great. Fun fact, I had to edit this video at the very last moment because I was going to put Zombicide 2nd edition. However, Marvel Zombies ended up showing up at my door and absolutely floored me. I could not believe how beautiful these miniatures look. What really makes it stand out, apart from the incredible amount of detail in every single figure, are the bases. The bases look so good and they actually bring these characters to life. Marvel Zombies has one of the most beautiful, pretty just straight out awesome looking miniatures that I own. Great looking game. No game comes close to the amount of detail that the figures in Etherfields has to offer. Every single figure is meticulously detailed. The art, the craftsmanship that was put into creating this game is jaw-dropping. It's really impactful, and it's one of those games that constantly leave me in awe every time I play it. The art design of every creature and character is awe-inspiring. I absolutely think that Etherfields is one of the most beautiful board games I have ever played. This was Solo Board Gaming Night. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you and everyone else has a great game night. Take care.